that's the reality. So you don't spend a whole lot of time lamenting anything. You just keep going.
Sorry to hear about Damien. That's disappointing, but not. Do you feel like you'll get him back fairly soon?
We're hoping it's just a few weeks. There's not any surgery required or anything, so hopefully he'll be back on the court in a few weeks. But we'll have an update, in a week or two.
Any idea how Jacob or Looney are doing in terms of any progress with either one of those guys?
They're both doing better. Neither one will play tomorrow. I think Jacob's, from what I heard yesterday, talking with him directly and with our training staff, still at least a couple of weeks away. And Loon is doing better. He's working out every day. He's getting some good work in. So we'll just kind of see how that goes. Spellman did not practice today, so he's doubtful for tomorrow. Smailagic told me he dunked today, which is a good sign. So he was excited about that. So his ankle is improving.
When you look at the video from last night's game, what did you see? What are the areas you looked at?
Well, our defense, we just haven't found an identity defensively. We don't expect to be the best defensive team in the league, but I don't think we should be the worst. What the tape is showing is just our lack of aggression and attention to details. So we're getting beat on some fundamental stuff, but we're also just sort of sitting back and reacting to everything. And we've got to be proactive. We've got to win the possession, but by putting some pressure on the ball and taking teams out of what they're trying to run rather than just sitting back and letting them run it. And Utah is one of the best executing teams in the league, and they carved us up last night. But we didn't offer a whole lot of resistance, and that was disappointing.
When you first came here, you had Bogut in the middle, pretty good rim protector. How much of that element is missing? How much do you need from that position or that spot in the paint with what you have now?
Well, I think Willie's added quite a bit since his return from injury. Just the size, the rebounding, the ability to change shots at the rim is really important for us. But it's a team. This is a team-wide exercise. It's all five guys being on the same page, being aggressive. Again, taking teams out of their comfort zone. And so I don't really look at it as one position. It's all five guys communicating, talking, playing with aggression, playing with force, and doing it, as a five-man unit. That's the challenge.
Do you think that Draymond's impact is going to take a few games to show, given, like you said, he has to be part of that five-man unit?
Well, yeah, Draymond's going to help. Obviously, he's one of the best defenders in the league. But we're playing some really young guys who don't know about NBA defense yet. This is, their first time guarding all these actions. So Jordan Poole, for example, Kai, they haven't seen this stuff. Eric. So, they need to feel the actions that are coming because most teams run similar stuff and they put you in similar predicaments. So you have to recognize it and be able to counter it. And right now we've got so many young guys, new guys. It's hard to get all five guys on the same page.
Kind of building off of Draymond, how is he having a successful season?
I think Draymond's season is based on his leadership of the younger guys. We had a practice just now where he spoke up repeatedly in our defensive drills, and the guys needed to hear every word. And so the value of what he brings is going to go far beyond what you see on the court. But I do think offensively, he's working on his three-point shot. You know, you think back to 3-4 years ago, he shot 36, 37%, 38%. So he's got that in him. And the way we're playing, we're going to space him on the weak side of the floor a little bit. And he's going to have some open looks. And we're playing differently, obviously, than we have over the past 5 years, you know, with, you know, less movement off the ball and more pick and roll. So this is going to allow him to play off the ball and space out and work on his shot. And I'm going to encourage that. You know, we're going to encourage that. And, you know, he can get that confidence back. He hasn't needed to shoot a whole lot for us over the last few years with Kevin on board. And he's really been a ball handler, kind of a point forward, Draymond has. So now it's a totally different role. So we've got to get him to understand his role, and we've got to figure out what that role is together. But to me, it means spacing out, you know, getting that confidence in the three-point shot back, setting screens, you know, being the screener rather than the ball handler in some of our plays. And it takes time. You know, it's hard to just throw a bunch of guys together and see all the pieces fit right away. So we're going to keep working on all that.
You talked about Draymond's voice. You mentioned it today in practices. But even during games, of course, you hear him out there. Has anyone else on the team developed that voice in terms of being able to direct guys that are really kind of just communicate openly and loudly on defense?
I think it's a pretty quiet group overall. So we need Draymond's voice pretty badly. You know, I think guys like Glenn and Alec, who have been around a lot, they haven't been in leadership roles with their teams, so they're probably a little reluctant to speak up. But I like when they speak up. When they say something, the young guys listen. So still very early in the season, and all that stuff has to be established, and it'll take some time. But I think we'll develop more internal leadership as we go. I thought Omari was doing great. You know, his defense was improving. You know, offensively, he's got a lot of skill, can shoot the ball. You know, aggressive going to the rim and offensive boards, attacking the glass. So I thought Omari was really playing at a pretty high level. Kai Bowman. He's handled it beautifully. You know, he's a very confident young player, and he's handled his minutes really well. You know, he's had some good games for us. He's seeing the mistakes that he's making and responding positively to them on film when we show them to him, and working on the things that he needs to work on. So he's a really easy guy to coach, and very confident kid, and so it's a good combination. No, I'm not going to expound on that either. So, that it? Thanks, everybody.